Now, our next guest is a man of many talents, we know that. Novelist, actor and, of course, comedian.
And with almost 40 years in the biz, Julian Clary is showing no sign of slowing down, with not one, but 2 UK tours on the horizon. He joins us now. Welcome back to the
Julian.
show.
Thank you.
It's so lovely to have you.
Hair's looking beautiful.
Do you like my hair?
Yeah, very
well, it's
much.
funny you should say that, Dermot. I went to the hairdresser and I said, can you make me look like Brad Pitt in Wimbledon?
Yes.
And they said, well, try. And I came out, I looked like Richard Madeley. In a public lavatory.
And are you happy about that, though?
Well, that wasn't what I had in mind.
It's a good look. It's a good look.
Thank you.
So, A Fistful of Clary.
Oh,
what would
yes.
that actually entail? What do I get for my money when I get a fistful of Clary? What do I get?
More than you bargained for. It's, well, the point of my shows is usually to get some heterosexual men on stage and give them a hard time and not humiliate them, but, you know, just
It's
have
fun.
fun. It's the incongruity of it. So I'm always thinking of a new ruse. A Fistful of Clary, I thought, aha, a Western theme. I can have a posse. I can slip into some chaps. I can be in the Hang 'em Low saloon and all of that. So that's the ruse of it.
I love the titles of your tours. Always
Go on,
tickle
give us the
me.
titles.
So over the years, is taken his Glittering Passage '93, The Lord of Mints '09, my favourite, which is 2012, Position Vacant, Apply Within. That's my first. I love that.
Now it's A Fistful of Clary.
I mean, how long does it take you to, like, write a tour? Is this something that's ongoing? Do you carry a pen and
I
take
do,
it around with
actually.
it? Do you?
I'm always having little ideas and little
And
thoughts.
it just comes to you?
And so you write them down and then put it all together. And, yeah, it's funny. And then a lot of it's made up as well at the moment.
On the spot. Well,
Yeah.
I've actually seen you in Panto. You were in Jack and the Beanstalk last year. It was at the Palladium.
You said it's
one
master,
of the
isn't it?
best Pantos I've... You steal the show every time. You just have these one-off lines. They're so funny.
And you're doing it now.
Well, I'm doing exactly the same Panto, but in Birmingham. I always says I wasn't going to do Panto again. I've done 12 Pantos, only if I was back in Birmingham. And so I've got the Hippodrome. It's where my mum took me to the theatre for the
So nice.
first time.
Such a nice.
They'll be so
And if I could do it as
excited to see you.
half as, like, a quarter of as good as you.
Have you got some good frocks to wear?
I've only got the one outfit. Do you think I should ask for some
What
more?
character are you?
I'm the Mother Nature.
Mother, no, I don't remember that in our production.
Well, Dawn French. Wasn't Dawn French?
No, she was Dame Trot.
Oh, right, OK.
Anyway,
I might
What's
be
the
a-
panto?
No, so it's Jack and the Beanstalk. I think I'm a fairy.
Are you?
Yeah, I think
You're
I'm
an
a fairy.
ethereal
I want to
being.
fly. I want to fly in.
If you want to fly, you just tell them.
I mean, you've done it before, but what tips would you give
Yeah.
Alison for...
Well, that's why I asked about costumes, because when you get a bit tired, they do a lot of work for you.
Do they?
So I never come on in the same outfit twice. But if it's been decreed that you've only got one
I
costume,
think
you'll
I've
have
got one.
to work
It's got to be
harder.
fabulous, though, hasn't it?
Yeah, just smile and sound very brummy, and they'll...
Yeah.
You'll be loved.
OK, I'll do that.
Julian, when you do your comedy tours, do you do what a lot of comedians do, where you'll go to, like, small theatres and you'll try your material out, or do you sort of write it and then by the time you're good to go, you just go and you crack on with the tour?
Start out fairly small, so that if it's a disaster, not so many people know. And so Horsham, we're starting this time. Then we build up to the London Palladium, which is where I'm doing my London dates.
Would you ever do the tiny, like, on top of the pubs just to try out the material, you know, with the notebooks that you see some comedians
40
do?
years of experience.
It's what I was going to say,
try
doesn't
it
need
out.
to do it.
I don't like to get that close to the general public. You know, where they can reach out and breathe on you. No, I won't be doing that.
You mentioned the London Palladium. It's an iconic theatre. What's it like actually performing there?
Yeah.
Do you get butterflies every time you go?
It's very thrilling, and it's one of those places where that never fades away. Something happens as you walk on stage at the London Palladium. I always think, I don't know what it is, I don't want to know what it is, but something magical happens.
Yeah.
And it kind of lifts you. I think you'll find the same at the Hippodrome.
I can't wait. I'm so
And
excited.
I guess a lot of that is the panto, isn't it? You've been doing panto there for so long, and do you...
Well, it suits me because, you know, it's quite an anarchic art form.
Yeah.
You can mess around and you can talk to the front row and I can be me. The plot is important and that good triumphs over evil, but it is a lot of nonsense along the way.
I love your... you're such a busy guy, and one of your mantras was from your mother, is that right? She always said, just say yes.
My mother, yeah, she's watching now, actually. She remembered. She turned it on. Yes, it's a good philosophy of life. Just say yes. So if ever you're offered something like Jesus Christ Superstar, which I'm doing
Just say yes.
soon, I thought, I don't know about that. Then I phoned my mother. She said, "Oh, just say yes. It's a fabulous show." And then it's that thing of being slightly out of your comfort zone because it's a big, fabulous musical.
Have you ever said yes and you just thought, why did I say yes? And they've all done it. Because I know you've done Celebrity Big Brother.
No, that was another thing.
Have you ever said yes and thought, I've made a mistake?
No, you very rarely do. No, it's not just to do with shows. It's to do with, do you want to go out to a party?
Dinner?
I'll say yes, because otherwise you're just sitting at home. You don't often regret saying yes.
Hey, tell us a little bit about Jesus Christ Superstar. So, I mean, did you just get the call from Lloyd Webber? I mean, how did it work? I mean, you must be so excited.
I am excited, especially because this production is an amazing production which I saw last year at the Barbican. And when Herod came on, I think there was Sam Buttery playing it there, I had this little twinge. I thought, oh, just maybe one day I could do that. And then when the phone call came, I did hum and ha, and I went to meet them and the musical director, and I had to go at my number.
Yeah.
And I said, I will quite understand if you don't think
no.
this is for me. But no, it's all going to happen.
I think it's going to be incredible. Do you feel pressure, the fact that it's an Andrew Lloyd Webber show?
Well, yes, you don't want to let anyone down, but I'm not trembling in my boots.
In terms of how you approach it, are you going to be, like, how do you play Herod? Do you play Herod, can you be you playing Herod? Or...
Well, I'm thinking a sort of mixture of Putin, Cleopatra and Christopher Biggins.
At last!
Yes.
So you'll see all of those
Finally,
people.
someone's putting
So
those
be very
two
mad,
together.
very imperious and quite camp. So
Yeah.
that's
Brilliant.
But I'll await direction. We haven't started. I haven't started rehearsing.
Have you started Taskmaster yet? Because I know that's
That's all done.
Oh, is it all done? How
all
did it go?
filmed.
Did
I
it
found
go?
a
Well, I'm
wonderful
sworn to
show.
secrecy, but it was great fun.
It's a great show. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
That goes out in the autumn.
You are the busiest man in the world. You are the busiest man.
Well, it's all nonsense, that's the thing. It's not like being a doctor or having to go and teach people. It's just camp comedy.
You're not going to retire ever. Please say no.
I don't think I will.
Good.
And as long as people want to come and see me, I'll keep going.
Yes, please. We do want to keep seeing
Always.
you.
Thank you, Julian. Julian Clary is A Fistful of Clary. Tour starts next April. Tickets are on sale now, and best of luck as well with Jesus Christ Superstar.
Thank you.